Static.
Oh, jeez. Ari, you don't ever help me out here, Why you like this? Why you like this? I tell you, let we go. Say it.
I remember last year, right?
Wow.
on the last activated mornings. Somebody said to me, Ari, I think that you need to be more mature. But then here you come.
But all I'm telling you is static.
Why are you trying to encourage? You want to call in and tell me I am being mature again?
But what I had so I said it is immature?
I don't know. Good morning,
I have raised my water bottle at Ari, folks. I have raised it.
We are back with activated mornings this morning. Searchlight midweek is out. Let's like to remind everyone. Here are some of the headlines. Government outlines plans to create more permanent jobs in 2024 budget. Employee of Sandals SVG speaks out after wages leaked online. This should be interesting. Decrease in road fatalities for 2023, but accidents up. Finland commences project to build new power plant on Beckway. CWSA to spend millions of dollars to improve water treatment and storage capacity. PM. Elderly man with U.S. citizenship facing illegal gun and ammo charges. Man remanded for allegedly cracking man's skull. Prime the Pump discusses how about being more intentional in 2024. SVG T20 World Cup match dates revealed. More sports, Kitchen Corner. Remember to check out our video stories on YouTube and download the free Searchlight app to access our e-paper and get breaking news and updates. Searchlight, journalism you can trust. Check us out online at searchlight.vc.
All right, so we are going to wrap up the final 15 minutes discussing aspects of the budget. I know we've been a bit vocal on certain things this morning, so we do invite you to participate in the conversation. The number to call is 457-9997. That's the number to call directly or to WhatsApp as well. All right, so yeah.
So we're also live on YouTube and Facebook, WEFM99 SVG. Someone is asking, Joshua is asking, when would Sian be coming back on air? Good question. Sian seems to be having the time of his life on this vacation. Good morning, Carla.
Morning, Carla.
Yes, good morning. You guys really making me feel happy, especially when I heard Roleza said something a while ago. In terms of no matter who educates you, education is not to make yourself subjected to that individual who wants to tell you that they send you to school or their government is responsible for you. And so you have to be able to think critically. And this is the problem we have in these small island developing states. I want you guys, and that's why I'm attracted to you people in the morning, because as two relatively young people, I want to hear the future in you, and I want to learn something, if possible, new from you, right? And that's why I come over. And a lot of people, especially people around my age or whatever, they don't want to hear me because they think I'm telling you all something, or I am, maybe I shouldn't be interacting with you guys because I don't pass or whatever. Past that age and stage. But here is where we all need to help our younger folks to see the light and to, to guide and lead you in the right way. So the point is, when I heard you and Ari a while ago, Larry said something too to support what, you can't have people leading you blindly and you can't ask them nothing. Otherwise, what God make you for? To be a fool? A dummy? So I just want to encourage you guys, keep on doing what you're doing, right? Once you're on the right track, nobody can stop you guys from making that kind of progress that the country needs. The country needs every one of us. And I have a problem with those of us who find ourselves in certain positions and still want to control the mind of brilliant people to make them go in. Somebody got to do the job. We are not there forever. The older folks are not going to be there forever. So keep on doing what you're doing, man. You all just kind of lift my spirit, and I have to tell you like it is. Thank you.
Right. Thanks, Dave.
All right, thanks, Dave.
All right. Once again, the number to call 457-9997. Also the number to WhatsApp, and we're live on Facebook and YouTube. WEFM99 SVG. Something else good to say, and I lost my train of thought.
You see, if you had read my mind before, I could have read it now, but nah, you didn't want to try help on your own.
But yeah, what Dave was saying there, and I think it was you who said it as well. That I was trying to quote it directly, but not because,
paraphrase is fine. I will tell if you're correct.
The government or whoever it is help you mean that you're indebted to them.
I'm forever indebted.
Yes, gratitude does not mean that you're indebted to somebody.
Right. Yeah.
Because even if I was to take a disadvantage loan, even if the government gave me a scholarship, does that mean I'm to come to St. Vincent with the knowledge that I am gained and to sit blindly and watch things happen? No, I'm not old enough to know a lot of things. And that's actually why I appreciate WFM, because what I don't know, there are listeners who will say, hey, this is what happened. Okay, what you're saying there is not correct. This is what happened. And that is how we continue to remain factual in our discourse. But when I hear certain things in the budget that I just cannot be comfortable with, I have to say something about it. Yeah. You don't have to agree with me.
No, as you should.
With all the with the callers. Some may agree, some may not, as long as it makes sense.
I think also it's the point of just listening to each other, because I am forever have an issue with people thinking that when I have a discussion with somebody, it means that I have to take the side of their opinion. You don't need to convince me to change my mind, and I don't need to convince you to change your mind. But the point is to be able to listen to each other, and that's what a debate is about. It's not an argument; it's a debate.
But you can have friendly arguments.
Yeah.
You can hear what somebody else's perspective, because maybe you haven't seen it that way.
And that's why people need to be open to listening to the views of other persons.
So, and I read some comments here. Said SVG is better under my sister. I don't know. This administration. Oh, is SVG better under this administration, my sister? He speaks for everyone in cabinet. What is his problem is he talks for everything, everybody in his government. Someone says that should not be the case. Why are they there if each one can't speak or represent themselves? Why he has to do all the speaking? Good morning. Okay, there's another call coming in. Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
We're hearing you. You can go ahead.
You're live.
The budget is, I call a phantom budget. The numbers are not real because they put the numbers every year. They put numbers in there and they don't spend it. It's just phantom. You're just making up numbers for, so you have to make up some numbers. It's not real. Some of the things are raised, like I heard the conductor fees raised by 100%, or from $15 to
$15 to $100. Yes.
Right, that's what it. Well, maybe it hasn't been raised. When last was it raised? I think sometimes people do that. They may not raise it in years and years, and when they raise it.
But still, you have to look at the significant jump. I think that for me is what it is. It's a significant jump, right? It's not a matter of when last was it raised, but
Yeah, because I think Camilo Gonzalez said that the registration has not been adjusted in 7 years. Well, it hasn't been adjusted for a while, what he said. I don't remember.
Yeah, sometimes people do that in things. Sometimes they don't raise it, and then they give it a big jump.
Yeah,
but is it an annual payment? It's annual. It's an annual payment.
Yeah, there's 6 months annual payment. The 1,000 for what my vehicle is annual.
Oh no, I was talking about the conductor fee. But anyway, sorry, Carl, you can go ahead.
I think the conductor is one. Yeah.
Okay.
The $100 in the $100 don't seem, but it just seems big because it's one time.
Right.
Yes,
But
from
overall,
$15.
it doesn't
Right.
seem,
Mm-hmm.
if you break it down, $12, that's $8 a month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
$2 a week.
Mm-hmm.
But the Peter Tashe, only the poor man feel it. I don't know if you guys ever heard that
That's
song.
true.
Only poor man, rice gone up, sugar gone up, dough gone up.
Everything
so,
but that people is.
You and this quote.
Yes.
All right.
So when you get a raise in one hand, you take it back in the other hand. All that money that the government said they're borrowing for port and hospital.
This is
where you're gonna be. This is the big payback time.
This
is the big payback time for you guys.
All right.
But that speech was long by Camilo. I was listening. That was like 5 hours. That was really long.
Yeah, it was, and that's
the whole thing. But
and that's why I was making the point. I was wondering what was the reason why that part of the budget presentation has to start at that time, because it normally starts in the afternoon. But given the length of what the speech is, why isn't it generally done earlier in the day, to be able to allow persons while they're up and doing whatever to be able to listen? Because I had to tune out at one point in time, which I didn't want to do.
4 o'clock, most people would be home. If it's in the daytime, you're at work. You might not get a chance to listen because you're at work.
Maybe. Okay, that could be a point as well. Or you listen while you're at work, depending on where you work. But all right, thanks very much, Carlo.
All right.
We were receiving another call while this caller was going on. But when I say going on, I don't mean it in an offensive way. While this caller was speaking, another call was coming in. So you're free to call now. Someone says Sian won't be back on air for a while. Okay, I don't know if Sian is okay with this information being put out, so I won't read that. Davis called animal farm syndrome.
I think when it was in terms of persons not thinking for themselves.
Okay. Are you familiar with Animal Farm, right?
Listen, I borrowed this book from a former boss. The book probably just have like a few pages, and I didn't read it. I had to hand it back, and I felt so bad.
It's an interesting read.
It's an interesting read, but because I didn't read it in school, it wasn't a book done on for school. And then when I borrowed it as an adult, it just took forever for me to read it. I probably need to borrow it back to the person who's concerned. I'm borrowing it back.
Someone said the information available to the public about how the money is being spent. I don't think that was ever in dispute. We said we couldn't get the information.
No, I mean, this is the thing. With a budget, you could put down figures.
Yeah.
I could put down anything in my personal budget.
We have to know.
Where am I getting the money from to do all of these different things is what is the question.
And is it being appropriately disseminated? And Andy Live said, it's called freedom of speech. No one should take that away from you. Carla, you're live.
Yes, good morning. Good morning. How are you guys doing?
We're good. You?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Okay. Just listening to that caller. How could he say the budget is not real? Do you have any proof the budget is not real?
Okay.
I don't understand how you could say the budget is not real.
Okay, I think when he says it's not real, it means that you can do a budget and you can put down figures.
You can't say with confidence that it's not real without any proof.
But in one context,
absolutely.
Yeah, but in one context, you take it to mean he said it's not real because it could just be putting down figures. Where the money is coming from, is the money actually going to be spent in the way that it is budgeted? Maybe that's it. It's in that context that he means that it's not real.
Okay.
Carl, I don't know if you have a different opinion.
I we talk about journalism. Journalism you can talk. So, trust. Certain journalism you cannot trust in Senegal.
Like
certain one you cannot trust. I'm telling you straight up, because I mean some journalism, yes, they're good. Some you cannot trust. Some have been, kind of corrected at certain times, and they don't go back and rephrase what they put in. And something like that, I can't trust certain journalists in the Senegal news. To be honest with you. And Dave, Ari.
Yes.
It always seems to me that for some reason, every time Dave called, you always seem to be with Dave. I don't know why.
But how so?
Today.
But how so?
You know which times I disagree with Dave on air? What is coming from today?
I'm telling you what I am taking, listening. Almost every time Dave calls you, you seem to agree with what Dave is saying.
Yeah. That's
everybody know where Dave is coming from.
That's an interesting perspective. So I promise you from now on I would listen out more and see if I agree. Right?
Please do that. Please, you can let me know.
I'm serious. I'm seriously. Every time Dave calls, he seems to agree with Dave, and he chuckles when Dave calls.
Okay.
Everybody know where Dave is coming from. No matter what Dave try to smooth it out and all that, you know where Dave is coming from. But you always seem to chuckle when Dave coming. You know, you like his comment. That is my take. Okay. To be honest with you.
All right. So to be fair to Ari, because I personally haven't observed it, so I will observe from now on. All right.
And then ask me again. Please observe too, please.
To be honest with you, he always seems to, when certain people call, you always seem to be chuckling with them. And I've noticed that. But people. I mean, everybody gotta have a mind of their own. I do totally agree. You can't take what everybody says as gospel truth. You have to be, you guys are educated, and you have to do things in the way you see it. Nobody can force anything on you true, and they should not be able to, no matter who it is. You know, but that is my take. I feel that every time Dave calls, you always seem to agree with it.
You said there's other people as well. Who are the other people?
Kenton Chance.
Okay, so everything Kenton says, I take as the truth.
Most of the time, Kenton Chance, you always bring up Kenton Chance. Most time, Kenton Chance. Yes, you do bring up some of the other papers too. Sometimes, but most of the time, it's always Kenton Chance. That's my view. You know, I would like to ask you. You said you're a journalist. Where do you write stuff?
I was a journalist with the Searchlight newspaper for I think 4 years. Since I've been back in St. Vincent, I've written for ANN, Searchlight, and another radio station that I won't say.
Oh, so you don't do that anymore?
I do it freelance from time to time.
Oh, freelance. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. I wish you well. I mean, I love you guys' program. I must say I love you. I mean, I get various views from everybody, and everybody not gonna have the same views of each other. But I love you.
Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, caller.
Okay, just gotta read a few things on the live before we go into the parliament. Yeah, so someone says opinions. It's true, Carl. I guess that's a typo. So Harry, please disagree with that man from now on. Take opinion, same thing. That's Harry's choice, right or wrong. Harry, you don't have an opinion. So he's saying that Harry is in agreement with Dave. So Harry, agree with what you are saying.
Poor Harry.
For me, I surprised to hear that. You see the Kenton thing, I could more understand that because we do read from IWN a lot, but that is because IWN tend to put out the stories first, and I do respect Kenton as a credible source. If I do think that Kenton did something that I'm not in agreement, I've said on air when Kenton posted Charlene Graves the partial photo of Charlene's Graves body. I don't think it was an ethical thing to do, but you know, that's how it is. I always see people tend to listen and hear what they choose to.
But then, you know, okay, so this is always my thing with people generally, right? I'm not saying it's you listeners, I'm not saying it's any of you, but what I'm saying is that if you're not in agreement with a particular news source, you personally, not us here as announcers, then just go to the source that you feel most comfortable with, you know. If you prefer to go to API for your news, go to API. If you prefer to go to NBC, WEFM'S actual news, then go to WEFM'S actual news, you know. So yeah, we just happen to quote these stories because we have to look for what's topical that we can actually have a conversation on. So we have to look at topical stories, current stories, you know, things that would be of interest. So we pull stories from different sources. Sometimes they're not even local; they're regional as well as international. So yeah.
In my opinion, and this is coming from also a personal place, I do view Searchlight as a credible source because I'm biased that way. I do view IWN So we actually don't have time for calls right now.
Well, we're going to be standing by to bring you live coverage, so we'll keep talking until.
I view Eyewitness News as a credible source. Both Claire Keyser and Kenton Chance, as well as Life Compton, have all been instrumental in my training as a journalist. And if I have felt that they have not been credible over the years, I would have said something. And I would not be quoting them. Now, there are news sites that I usually double check because I'm not sure how accurate the information is. And I won't say that on air who they are. But I don't agree with persons who usually have a problem with IWN has a political agenda. And I'm not saying IWN doesn't come after that sometimes, but I don't have any political agendas when I'm looking for news. Okay. Good morning, caller, you're live.
That caller sound like a person that was at a town hall meeting in Brooklyn some years ago when NDP had a meeting.
All right. Okay. All right.
He asked Mr. Eustace if he upgraded his skills, his degree skills. So that question that he asked, agree. That reminds me.
All right.
Harry, he reminded me when he said that. It could be him. If he's listening, he should let us know if it's him.
All right. So what it is, I would prefer whenever we're having the interactions or the discussions, we look at maybe the issues that were raised by the caller, not necessarily pointing out callers directly, right? Let's focus more on issues as opposed to let's say targeting the persons who have commented on certain things, right?
You're gonna get that. You're gonna have a hard task to keep that up.
Yeah, well, we gonna try. That's why we announcers. We gonna try.
You're gonna probably have to cut people off to get rid of that.
Nah, we could just do it as by ourselves. All right, thanks. All right, so Ari, this is where
you ready?
We could take it. Okay, let's wrap up and then we take it.
Yeah, what I would say, what's interesting to me is persons on the NDP side usually have a problem with Searchlight reports, and persons on the ULP side usually have a problem with IEWN reports. And it's funny because we read from both. We
focusing on issues and not media house. All right, focus on the topics and not media house.
No, because if they're going to say that our discussions aren't from credible sources, then we have to talk about it.
Yeah.
But the budget is beginning, and
so come, young man, and help me with this part of this, because
we're going to be carrying it.
All right, so just to know, we are signing out at this time. This is Roleza and Ari signing out. I'm talking for you, or you're talking for yourself? All right, so this is Roleza and Ari signing out for today, Thursday the 9th, and we're going straight into today's budget, which has just commenced. All right, and I'm going to talk until Ari does this. I'm talking. All right.